Good morning, students. Our today's chemistry topic is law of multiple proportions. In the previous lecture, we did a law of conservation of mass and law of constant composition. So, in today's topic, we will do law of multiple proportions. So, what according to this law, when the two elements combine to form two or more chemical compounds, then the masses of one of the elements which combined with the fixed mass of the other bear a simple ratio to one another. What are they saying? We will learn from the example. When two elements combine to form, for example, carbon and oxygen combine to form more than two or more chemical compounds like CO and other is CO2, then the masses of one of the elements, like the masses of one of the elements, it means we are talking about oxygen. The mass of oxygen and the mass of the other oxygen, both the oxygen which combine with the fixed mass, it means they are talking about the mass of oxygen which combined with the fixed mass of carbon. Carbon has 12 gram, here it also has 12 gram. Here oxygen has 16 gram, here oxygen have 32 gram. So they are saying then the masses of one of the elements for like oxygen which combine with the fixed mass of the other, that is carbon, bear a simple ratio to one another. It means oxygen has simple ratio, that is here we have oxygen 16:32. So when we find the ratio of 16:32, it will be 1:2. So definition, you can again see the definition. The two elements carbon and oxygen combine to form more than two compounds, that is of carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide. So then the masses of one of the element which combined with another element of fixed mass bear a simple ratio. So this is the example. Carbon and oxygen combine with each other to form carbon monoxide, and carbon and oxygen combine with each other to form carbon dioxide. So when we fix the mass of any of the element, if here we fix the mass of carbon as 12. So in the first element carbon has 12 gram, and in the second compound it also have carbon has 12 gram in carbon monoxide and carbon has 12 gram in carbon dioxide. And now in the first compound, that is carbon monoxide, oxygen has 16, and in the second compound oxygen has 32 gram 32 gram by mass. So here the ratio of oxygen will be 1:2, that is simple whole number ratio. So this is the law. You can see the second definition or a second example. So second example here is, you can see is compound of sulfur and oxygen and compound of nitrogen and oxygen. We will do this example because this have some data. You can see here compounds of nitrogen and oxygen. So here you have seen that 5 compounds of nitrogen and oxygen are there: nitrous oxide N2O, nitric oxide NO, nitrogen trioxide N2O3, nitrogen tetroxide N2O4, nitrogen pentoxide N2O5. So these are 5 types of compounds there. And here nitrogen, as you know, nitrogen single has 14 and oxygen has 16 gram. Here N2O, so nitrogen has 28 mass and oxygen has 16. In this compound nitrogen has 14, oxygen has 16. In this way similarly you can see the masses of nitrogen and oxygen in different compounds. So here if I fix the mass of any of the element, either it is nitrogen or oxygen, I am here fixing the mass of nitrogen as 14. If I fix the mass of nitrogen as 14, so if I do 14 in the first compound, it means I am dividing it by 2, so mass of oxygen will be 8. Here 14 is similar, so mass of oxygen will be 16. In the third compound, if I am writing 14, it means I am dividing it by 2, so the mass of oxygen will be 24. In the fourth compound, mass of nitrogen will be 14, so the mass of oxygen will be 32. In the fifth compound, if the mass of the nitrogen is 14, then the mass of the oxygen is 40. So here you can see, if we fix the mass of nitrogen as 14, then the mass of the oxygen has the value of 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. So if we are finding the ratio 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, if we find the ratio, so it will be 1 ratio 2 ratio 3 ratio 4 ratio 5. It means this is a simple whole number ratio. So this is in accordance with the law. Now sample problem 1. Carbon is found to form two oxide. One contain 42.9% and other contain 27.3% of carbon. It means if carbon has 42.9% in first oxide, it means the rest of 42.9% is carbon, then the other, that is 57.1% is oxygen. This is in first compound, and in second compound carbon is 27.3%, then the oxygen will be 72.7%. So this is first compound, this is second compound. Now what we have to show, that these figures are in the or illustrate the law of multiple proportions. So what we have to do, we just have to fix the mass of any one element and have to find the ratio of the other element. So here you can see for 57.1 parts of oxygen contains 42.9 parts of carbon. So if 57.1 parts of oxygen contains 42.9 parts, so 1 part of oxygen contain 42.9 upon 57.1. So 42.9 upon 57.1, 1 part of oxygen contains these parts of carbon. So in the second case, 72.7 parts of oxygen by mass contains 27.3 parts of carbon, and 1 part of oxygen by mass contains 27.3 upon 72.7 parts of carbon. So here what we are doing, in the first compound we fix the mass of oxygen as 1 and find the mass of carbon present in 1 gram of oxygen, and in the second part we do the same, we fix the mass of oxygen as 1 gram and find the mass of carbon. So the conclusion is here, you can see the 1 part by mass of oxygen will contain 0.751 gram of carbon, and 1 part by mass of oxygen will combine with the 0.376 parts by mass of carbon atom. So these are the quantities of carbon in different compounds. Now after fixing the mass of oxygen, we will divide this masses of carbon. So what we have found, if we divide this 0.751 divided by 0.376, then it gives us the ratio of 2:1. So this is a simple whole number ratio. So in this way this law is illustrated. So because we have a fixed whole number ratio or a simple whole number ratio. So this is in accordance with the law. So these are some sample problems or problems for practice. You have to do it on your notebook. Now you can see the limitations of multiple proportions. So here are some organic compounds like butane, pentane, hexane, heptane. These are some organic compounds in which if we fix the mass of hydrogen or we fix the mass of carbon, then the ratio of the masses of hydrogen atoms are 2.4, 2.5, 2.33. These are different. So it means the organic compounds, like some examples are given here, so these will not follow the law of multiple proportion, because carbon has a property of self linkage, that is catenation. So catenation is the property of self linkage. So second limitation is non-stoichiometric compounds do not follow the law of multiple proportions. Now non-stoichiometric compounds means you can see here Fe 0.93 and 1 oxygen. In this compound, 1 oxygen atom combined with the 0.93 parts of iron. So these are non-stoichiometric when there is a decimal places, or you can see stoichiometric compounds means like Na2O. Here 2 sodium and 1 oxygen combined with each other, that is simple whole number is used here, but here fraction is used. So non-stoichiometric compounds are those in which fraction of molecules are used. So these also do not show any law of multiple proportions. The next law is a law of reciprocal proportions. So ratio of the masses of the two elements A and B, which combine separately with the fixed mass of the third element, is either same or some multiple of the ratio of the masses in which A and B combined directly with each other. So what they are saying here, we take the example here, carbon and oxygen combine. You can read the definition again. The ratio of the masses of two elements A and B, that is carbon and oxygen, which combine separately with the fixed mass of third element, that is hydrogen. So carbon and oxygen combined with hydrogen, and hydrogen has fixed mass. So then the ratio of the carbon and oxygen when they combine with hydrogen, and when carbon and oxygen combine with hydrogen, is either the same or some multiple of the ratio. Which ratio? Of the carbon and oxygen when they combine to form CO2. So when carbon and oxygen combine with hydrogen, they have particular ratio of carbon and oxygen atoms, and this ratio will be same or some multiple when they combine with each other. So you can see here carbon and hydrogen form CH4. So they have a ratio of 12:4. CH4, carbon has 12 mass and hydrogen has 1, so 4 is there. And when oxygen and hydrogen combine, they form water. So ratio of oxygen and hydrogen is 16:2. Now here hydrogen has 4 and water has 2 hydrogen atom and methane has 4 hydrogen atom. So we will fix the mass of hydrogen, multiply this by 2, then the ratio will be 32:4. Here mass of hydrogen is fixed, so the ratio of the carbon and oxygen, that is 12 and 32, 12:32. Now this will be equal to the ratio in which carbon and oxygen combine directly. It means carbon and oxygen directly form CO2. Carbon and oxygen react directly to form CO2. So you can find the ratio of CO2. Carbon has 12 parts, oxygen has 32 parts. So you can see here 12:32, here also 12:32. So this can be same or some multiple. So this is the law of reciprocal proportions. That's all for today. Next example we will do in the next lecture. The next examples and one sample problem we will do in the next lecture. Thank you.